Hi guys, this is Lisa from LK313 Rubber Stamp. Welcome to my channel. Ready for today's video? Today's video, I am going to use this Buddies combo set to share with you how to create this card. So I already used this combo set create this card. In this video, I was sharing with you guys how to do the partially cutting, and then I just got an idea when I designed these stamps that I get inspiration while I was doing the water ruffling in the summertime. And then that's why I come up with the idea I was going to create a grizzly bear try to catch the salmon. And then it ended out to create these three little very cute cubs. So I always want to create some kind of jungle things. And then when I was kind of planning my project, and can you believe it? I can't find tree stamps that goes well with this project. So I say what I'm gonna do. So I actually come out with some awesome idea. I would like to share with you how to create this beautiful background. So before we start today's video, the great news is because I am still have a few videos that I want to share with you how to use the 2021's fall new release, those 8 brand new combo set. So I have decided that I'm extending this pre-order promotion, also the 15% off regular price promotion until next Sunday. So if you haven't got a chance to order your stamps, make sure you check it out. And here is the 5% extra coupon code. Make sure you use the LK2021. LK YouTube 2021. Yes. So this is 5% extra coupon code. You can use it for the brand new the pre-order item too. The great news is that our shipment is already on the way. Hopefully I will receive the shipment next Monday, and as soon as I have received the shipment, and I will have your order out soon. So you will receive a notice when your order is on the way. So that's start today's video, and if you do like this video, make sure you give me a thumb up and leave me a comment, let me know. That's started. Okay, if you haven't got a chance to watch this video, make sure you visit LK313 online video library, click this card, and then the video will show you step by step how to create this card. So this card, I use the cups, those Buddies stamp and the combo set. I use the waterfall background. So today's video, actually, I'm going to use exactly the same thing, the same cup, the Buddy combo set, and also the waterfall background. See, when you compare with them, they are exactly the same, but they look so different, especially the water. I want to create some kind of like a river, the grizzly bear try to catch the salmon. Okay, so first, I'm going to share with you how to create this background. Do you guys want to take a guess? How did I create this one? If you have some tree stamps, you can definitely use the tree stamp, but I don't have the tree stamp that I was looking for. So I actually use one of my die cut to create this tree, the background. So before we do that, before I share with you which die cut I use, you can add a background, like you can add the sky. I think maybe that's a good idea. Maybe we're going to add the sky too. Okay, I am actually using this stamp set called the Cheeks. These Cheeks stamps that I designed in 2007 when I started LK313 rubber stamp. I am actually using this Lily Valley or the Bluebell to create this background. So when you stamp it, they look like a bell, like a flower bell. But if you just use the die cut, okay, so here is my die cut. If you use the die cut, that you can create this stencil. And this stencil is, if you use a few different colors, actually it looks kind of like a tree. So how we are going to do that, I'm going to share with you step by step. Okay, first, so this is my prototype car. I didn't use the sky background stamp for the background, but if you want to do it, what you can do, you can stamp your sky background first. Okay, so I put, we are going to make a 5x7 car size, and I already taped my foundation car. The color, the paper I'm using is a Canson watercolor cardstock. I just love the texture, the quality of this watercolor paper. So we're going to just put our sky background here. Okay, it doesn't matter which direction you want. Okay, and then I have my summer sky. Okay, so here's the summer sky. If you're not sure if this is the right color or not, I usually just grab a piece of scrap paper, kind of testing it, say, okay, that's good enough. Okay, so I'm going to just rubbing my background stamp, and you can see that I use a stamp positioner because I am using the watercolor paper. The surface is not as smooth as like a regular cardstock, so just in case if I don't get the very good print image, I can do again. So on the least corner, I want to have more sky, and the other side, what you can do is if you don't want it too dark, what you can do, you can kind of use a magic mushroom, kind of remove a little bit extra ink. Okay, I'm going to put on top, and let's see what's look like. Okay, so I got a very, very light background. It's good already. I think that's good enough. I don't want it very, very dark. And then next, we are going to working on our tree. So we're going to have a few ink pack. You can use any kind of ink pack you like. That's the ink pack color I have. So any kind of green will do. Recently, I got a whole set of these Catherine Puller's ink pack. I do like it, but I found out the color, the surface, this print color is really different with the real color. So I'm just waiting if I have time, I'm going to make the color chips. And then if you like to know how I organize all my 300 plus ink pack, make sure you click the link below. I have a video to share with you guys how to create your ink pack library. Okay, so we're going to use our magic mushroom. If you have a magic mushroom, use your magic mushroom. If you don't have your magic mushroom, you can use a sponge or blending tool. I have been mentioning too many times your magic mushroom need to be moisture. The moisture one is blending better, and then I haven't used my magic mushroom for a while, so I'm kind of making apple juice for myself. Nah, just kidding. I kind of just make sure my magic mushroom is moisture enough, and then also I was using light color and dark color. Maybe my magic mushroom is too dark, so I want to make sure I clean my magic mushroom before I start a new project. So always clean with wet cloth first, and then you are going to use dry cloth to remove the extra. When you apply on your scrap paper, if there is no color show, that means your magic mushroom is clean. So now we are going to create our stencil. So I have my die cast here, and then I am going to just grab a piece of scrap paper. Actually, you want your scrap paper a little bit wider, or let me grab a large piece of paper. Okay, so here is my scrap paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put in the middle, so that way when we blending, we don't have to worry about the ink go all over your scrap paper. So I'm going to do the die cut first. I'm going to show you something else. Okay, so try to keep the stand straight. Okay, so I die cut it, right? So that's the first one. And then the second one, let's do this. The second one, you can just put your die cut a little bit up and a little bit down. But because I'm cutting the same direction, I get exactly the identical die cut. That's kind of boring. So what you're going to do is you're going to flip over and then you are going to put your die cut. So that way when you apply the ink for the tree, they kind of looks like not like all the tree looks all the same. So kind of just flip over and then die cut it. Okay, see, I have my stencil here, right? And then now we are going to working on the tree. So it really depends on what kind of direction you want to do. I kind of want to have my jungle go like this way. Okay, you always start with a lighter color first. And if, like I say, if you are not sure the color of the impact, you can always just testing it. So see, this is the real color. And then it's really looks different with your impact, right? So that's why later I'm going to create the color chips. That's going to be a lot of color chip to prepare. Okay, and then here's another green. So always testing your color before you start it. Okay, so I think I like this garden party. Garden party. I have one stamp set called garden party. We're going to start from the bottom, okay, and then I'm going to just use a magic mushroom. Try to keep your stencil the vertical. We don't want all your tree is like falling leaning other one direction. So I'm kind of just tapping it, and I love those magic mushroom because it's so easy to apply the color. You kind of just tapping it. You push harder, they get a darker color. You release a little bit pressure, it become lighter. So I'm going to just always make sure your trunk is vertical, not leaning to one direction. Okay, on the top, I want the darker color, so I hit a bit hard. On the bottom, I kind of just brush a little bit like this. And then again. Okay, so pretty soon, I am having, you can see on the bottom of this tree, I didn't really apply the color all the way because on the bottom, I kind of want to add the blue. Okay, and then now I am going to use the other color. Before we do that, let me make sure like this. Okay, the second color we're going to use this grass skirt. Okay, so I'm going to just do a little bit lower. Remember the darker color you are going to use last and last, and I prefer tapping. When you do like a stencil, I prefer tapping than rubbing. Okay, it doesn't make a difference. And then for these Catherine Pooler's impact, I do like it, but I just not get used to yet because they have too many colors, and then on the their print is really different with the real color. So I'm just waiting for when I have time. I am going to just create that color chips. So make sure you watch that video because I found this very useful. And then let's see. Okay, see when you're tapping it, it's much easy, and then feed it out very fast, and then don't go all the way down. We just want to have a little bit darker color, and then remember the darkest color you use the last and last. That's just to do, and then you can see I don't even bother to clean my magic mushroom because from the light to the dark, you don't really have to worry. But from the dark to the light, you do have to clean your magic mushroom. Okay, see, that's my jungle. And then now we are going to working on the river. So the river, that's put my magic mushroom away, and we need that green magic mushroom again. So I am going to looking for the two blue color. Blue. Okay, so I'm going to use my blue magic mushroom, and like I say, I haven't used those magic mushroom for a while. Make sure they are moisture, and you don't really like wash it, like use it like tap water, just run through the tap, I mean the faucet. Okay, so you only want the sponge part be washed. You don't want the whole tube soak inside the water. So let's do that. I kind of absorb a little bit ink, and then now ink in the water, and then you kind of brush it, and then there's no ink, that means your sponge is ready to go. Okay, so I got to be very careful because every time I always got a fingerprint. So we're gonna start with a lighter color, okay, and then make sure no fingerprint. So I am going to start from a corner, draw a little circle, okay, kind of blending from outside in because we want to have a very calm foundation. And then remember, when you blending your magic mushroom, use 2 fingers, try to hold that sponge, so that way the sponge head is not like a wiggly. Okay, just drawing like this. And then remember, they need to be slowly built out. If you want like a dark blue, you have to have a light blue first. Okay, and then slowly bringing up. And then your magic mushroom cannot be too wet, but it also cannot be too dry. See, they can very easily blending. Okay, now I am going to use a little bit darker blue. You don't have to clean your magic mushroom because as long as they are from the light to the dark. Okay, so that's my darker blue. Okay, sometimes you can kind of just rubbing through, okay, hard, just bring slowly up. Okay, so that's my very peaceful water. Now we are going to add a little bit. You can just go ahead to finish it, but I kind of want to here is too much gap between the tree, so I actually want to kind of add some color here. So first I have to clean my magic mushroom. You can see my magic mushroom is very dirty, so what I'm going to do, I just clean with wet cloth, kind of wipe off this the surface, and then always use dry cloth to pick up the extra ink, and then you give it a try. That was from this, now is this. So now I'm going to use my lighter color again. Okay, be careful. I always tell myself I don't want a fingerprint. So this time I'm kind of just rubbing through. Okay, that's how you can get it like a very peaceful, smooth, like this. Okay, so I tried the light color. Now I'm going to add a little bit darker color. Remember, and then we're going to use a side, kind of like a rolling it. Okay, always start with a little. If it's not enough, we add more. You don't want it too dark. Okay, kind of rolling, and then keep your magic mushroom like horizontal. One direction. That's it. That's my foundation color. So far so good, no fingerprint. Okay, and then this is the waterfall. Remember this waterfall stamp? When you stamp this direction, it look like waterfall. When you rotate it, it kind of look like an iceberg. Okay, but I don't want the waterfall in this time. I kind of just want to create a little bit texture, like a little bit wrinkle on the water. Like these blues are like very peaceful, right? I just want to give a little bit texture. So I'm going to use the third darkest color. So I'm going to use this one. This is a VersaFine Clara, so they are very good quality impact. The ink is kind of thick, so one stamp can give you good stamp image. If you don't have this kind of impact, you can use a stamp positioner to make sure you stamp 2 times. Okay, I only want the top of this part, so make sure how much you want. Probably use your finger here, right? And then make sure your car is horizontal. You want your water is horizontal. You don't want your water is kind of like leaning other way, one way, right? Okay, and then just use a piece of paper. Make sure I don't get a fingerprint. Okay, let's see. Oops. There you go. That's my waters. Okay. The rest of them is just easy. I have my foundation card here. Okay, so on the top, if you want to just give a little bit shading, we can do that. Just gently make your sky more interesting, gently brush. Okay, some of you guys asked me, say, hey Lisa, are you going to have a more promotion in the Christmas time? So I think we will have a Black Friday sale and we will have a Boxing Day sale. So if you didn't get a chance to order those 8 brand new stamp set now, you can wait for until we have a Black Friday and the Boxing Day. No hurry. Use what you have for now, and then just pick up the technique and give it a try. So if here you want to leave it darker, you can do that too. Okay, and here is what I'm going to do. So I have my little bears already covered color, so I'm going to put here. And then I found out this the sentiment thing is so much fun. We are more like we are more than friends. We are like a small gang. So I'm just thinking maybe we want to do something, and I want to put some fish, like they are catching the fish. Okay, so I was looking for, do I have any fish stamp or not? I actually have some fish stamp, but I want a very small, tiny one. And then I found out this set is called a fisherman. And then it's not a whole fish, it's actually the bait for fishing. So what I did is I just trimming off the hook area like this. Okay, we don't need that. And then we can see somebody say, hi, this fish have no tails. No worry. So we can kind of just hiding, putting like they are catching some fish. Okay, like this, or some of them you can put inside their mouth. And then remember this little guy. The nose is pop out, the hand is pop out. Isn't that cute? So you can see from the back. So this image I use a copy marker to color them. Recently, I don't know, somehow, usually I don't like spend a lot of time to do the coloring, but recently I actually fall in love with the COVID marker. I don't know, somehow it coming down. And then we are going to just use, we're going to just tape it and then put maybe some of the fish in his mouth or his hand. Just grab the fish, and then you can see on the fish eye, I use those kind of new wood to make it like a 3D eyeball. So that's me just finish gluing everything, and I will be right back. Voila! So what did I did is after I finish gluing everything, I just use this wink of Stella to give a little bit highlight on the fish, and I use those 3D dimensional glue, put a little bit on the nose. You can see maybe this one is still a little bit wet. Okay, so do you like the one with the sky background or without it? I think it just looks so cute. See, exactly the same stamp and the same background. They look something different. So I hope you like the idea using your die cut. You can take a look at all your collection, and then sometimes use your imagination. Sometimes you can find some die cut is actually can do something else. Okay, so that's today's video. I hope you like it, and remember the pre-order promotion and the full promotion has been extended until the coming Sunday, November 14th. So 15% off for all the regular prices and the free shipping for 2021's full new release. Plus this 5% extra coupon code. Please use LK YouTube 2021 before you check out. So that way you get the 20% off for all the regular prices, and the 5% off you can using on those 8 brand new combos that plus the free shipping for those pre-order items. And then hopefully or shipment will arrive pretty soon, and I will have your order out as soon as possible. Still have a few more videos to share with you guys how to use that chipmunk stamp. I already have a great idea. I'm going to working on the video. So thank you so much for watching. This is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. See you next time. Bye.